but stuff his face with a wiener.
Yeah.
That's what we're all about here today. On the Transcendent.
It's so hot. That guy's gonna make such a fucking mess over there. You have a plate, you stupid fuck. Look, he's got fucking shit everywhere. You take one bite and you got fucking 1,000 crumbs everywhere. Fuck
Listen,
them.
you give me this sesame seed bun here, or whatever it is, with all this fucking
I gave you a
shit.
plate.
Yeah, I understand.
I gave you a plate. Yeah.
It's not good enough. It's not a good enough plate.
The worst.
Well, I try. All right. Did you hear the news other than what I just told you a couple minutes ago about the Twitter deal situation?
Yeah. Now they're taking him to court.
They're suing him to make him get it. Mm-hmm. Do you think that this is on purpose? Because it might be on purpose.
By Musk, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get discovery. Because he did post that meme.
I don't think that guy does much of anything with money that's not sort of planned.
Highly calculated.
Yeah.
Except by Dogecoin.
No, I think he made a shit ton of money on Dogecoin.
Well, yeah, but I think he didn't put that much money into it relative to what he has.
Well, what I'm saying though is he knows he can do no wrong. All he has to say is the word Dogecoin, and all of a sudden it goes up.
He posted a meme that was like Chuck Norris playing chess but he only had one pawn and the other side had a full board, and he just posted Chuckmate. And this seems to be in response to the Twitter thing. And then there was another one that he posted, like I forget how to describe it. Why does he tweet so many things? God damn it, it's so hard. Okay. Just to make it easier, let's see if I can get it to show up on here. That meme format. Right, I'll read it to you. It says, they said I couldn't buy Twitter. Then they wouldn't disclose bot info. Now they want to force me to buy Twitter in court. Now they have to disclose bot info in court. So, like, all that stuff makes it seem like maybe he's doing this on purpose. And where's it, like, maybe what's going to happen is they're going to be forced to disclose the bot info, and then he's going to get it at a cheaper price. Because they're going to be like, oh, yeah, they were lying about what it is.
Like I said, I don't think people get to that level of wealth and stuff without taking very calculated risks.
That's what everyone's saying. Everyone's saying, like, oh, no, Elon fucked up. Now he can't afford to buy Twitter, or he never had any plans to buy Twitter in the first place. I don't know about that. Twitter doesn't make money. Well, I think they actually might lose money.
They lose a lot of money.
That's poor. It's poor business that does it, which makes it a really good acquisition.
I think they're overvalued by PE or whatever, by like 100 and I think it's like 116 times or something.
Yeah,
it's stupid. They're so overvalued. It's silly. I'm pretty sure they bring in about, I want to say, less than $500 million of like revenue, and they're worth whatever. Like it's sick.
It's all because of poor business strategy. That's what makes you think, someone like Elon Musk might be able to come along and fix it up. Like, I don't know.
I think it's a win-win for him. Either comes in and gets a company that is well established but overvalued, and then he takes control of it. He does something with it, or he exposes him for being a fucking shady piece of shit company that it is.
Yeah, either way, or he gets forced to liquidate a whole bunch of Tesla, dramatically reducing his share in Tesla, further artificially dropping the share price of Tesla, and then Musk, would fall through the floor. Potentially, Tesla could fail. SpaceX could fail. Well, maybe not SpaceX. I think SpaceX sustains on its own, but if you have, the way markets work nowadays, if a company's share price goes down low enough, usually they have debt based on that. They have to start paying out. Then it goes down further. Investors bail. That, I guess, is worst case scenario. But who the hell knows?
Yeah, I think this was all calculated. I don't think he had I think he knew if it was going to go this way, this is the way it would go. Like, I don't think he's caught off guard, put it that way.
It sounds like he wants that. It sounds like that's why he tried to back out, because he knew that they were going to try to force him to do it, and then now they're going to go to court and Elon win.
Yeah. I don't really care. I think everybody, but I mean, as long as if he's exposing that the site is bullshit, I'm cool with that.
It's just an interesting thing. I don't think any individual has ever tried to buy something worth so much before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
offers $44 billion for it.
$44 billion. What kind of an acquisition is that? Like, it's got to be a record, right? Like, corporations, sure. That's
wipe
happening.
your face, but don't wipe it everywhere so it goes everywhere else but the plate, maybe. I don't know, you dickhead. Fucking guy.
See my face on there. Yeah. All right, well, in other news. So this is a bit of a tangent here. Several articles to go over. Just a couple weeks ago, the Japanese ex-prime minister, what's his name, Shinzo Abe, was assassinated. Now, one angle to this that people were going on the conspiracy route is that because he is connected to the World Economic Forum, people are saying that because he violated World Economic Forum orders by not doing like vaccine mandates and stuff like that. That's why he got assassinated, right? So he's kind of not playing ball. Get rid of him. I think that conspiracy theory now has way more legs because Reuters posted this article saying there's no evidence that he was killed for not following World Economic. Like, why would you fact check that? Because like it's not like it's just a conspiracy theory, right? Like you couldn't prove it either way.
Yeah.
Like you would need like Klaus Schwab or someone to come out and say, yeah, we killed that guy for not, right? Like, yeah. Why would you fact check that? Why would you even try?
Yeah,
it's one of those things. Like, did you see the Biden stuff where he recently read the teleprompter thing?
I didn't see it.
He was reading off a teleprompter, right? But he read, it was something like end of quote, repeat the line was what the teleprompter, it was the instructions, and he read the instructions, and then they came out and said, no, he didn't read the instructions off the teleprompter. He, this is what he actually meant or whatever, right? So like they're just lying about what he said.
He's Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, he did Ron Burgundy it.
Yeah.
And so he was on there. So then they fact checked that and tried to say that it didn't happen. It's like, why would you even try? Because people can just watch the clip and see that it happened. Yeah. It's similar to this. It's like, why? Now you're drawing now I think it's real.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you need to tell me that that's not the case, but
nothing to see here.
Yeah, but there is no.
There's lots to see here.
That. Yeah, there is now. Now you
drew attention to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, it's that whole thing of getting ahead of something, right? You think, if you gamble by not getting ahead of it, you gamble by getting ahead of it.
It makes it sound like that's what happened.
Yeah, because if you don't get ahead of it and then it becomes a thing, it's like, oh shit, we should have got ahead of that. But you get ahead of it and
they're like, see, we
now
told
you made it a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Streisand effect.
You're right. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
So that's what I think happened there. I think they probably killed that guy because he wasn't playing ball.
Schwab killed him himself.
He probably did it himself. No, that's where this gets even more interesting. to the entire like collapse of society or in the entire Western Front. This guy was killed with what appeared to be a homemade
gun.
A homemade gun.
Yeah, that's clever.
Well, it's not anymore.
Well, I mean,
it's really easy actually.
But I'm saying it's clever because
doing.
now the ballistics and stuff like that, you can't trace the gun. There's
oh yeah. If you're
if you're somebody who's thinking 7 steps ahead.
I think I think they probably got the guy. That's why they know it was a homemade gun, and right. Like I don't think that's what it was all about. I think it's because it's hard to get guns in Japan.
That's true too.
And which brings us to the next thing, where it's like, they're now talking about moving forward on a bill to ban what they're calling assault weapons, but it's just basically like everything. Like I don't know what wouldn't be banned under this bill, but it's kind of like this progression of where they say you shouldn't be able to have an assault rifle, but then they're defined as an assault rifle is like a gun that you can assault somebody with, essentially, right? Like the definition is so broad and is so stupid. But so they're planning on banning these guns, and so it's like, what are they doing? Like, what's the plan and what's the end game? Because it doesn't. You take away the law-abiding citizen's ability to have a gun to protect themselves. You just knock them down a peg, and now anybody who wants a gun can get a gun. So it's just instant. It just immediately gives you that upper hand if you want to hurt somebody that you can.
I don't think this is news though, quite honestly, because I think this is like cyclical shit. Like you get, the liberals would come in at some point and they want to put bans on guns and stuff, and then you'll get. I
don't think
Republicans would come in and they'll do the opposite. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if anything actually happens. I don't think they're going to have House control anyway by the end of the year, right?
Oh yeah, they're going to lose.
That's what I'm saying. So who knows what they're trying to do here? Maybe they're just throwing a bunch of shit at the
problem.
Is
the Republicans are weak.
Well, yeah, but the bigger problem for the Democrats is nobody really trusts them anymore. It's like like the same sort of thing happened in 2016 with Trump, right? It wasn't so much that. The Democrats' law, like that, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't, or I mean that the Republicans won. It was that people just didn't want to vote Democrat. They just wanted anything different, right? So it's the same type thing, right?
Yeah, that's kind of how Biden got elected too, because the media won that battle against Trump. Where, people were just like, oh, I don't want Trump, and so they voted in a zombie. Yeah,
even people that were probably like were okay with Trump were just like kind of sick of it. Mm-hmm. They were sick of they were probably hoping that like everything would go back to normal. You wouldn't have to hear Trump on the news all the time and all that shit. They were like, oh, we just get this fucking statesman to come back in, and and it just everything kind of quiets down. We get out of COVID, all this shit, but then you get a guy who's half dead.
I think he's probably full dead. I think they got him. They're puppeting him.
They might be. They very well could be.
Got some like weird animatronic shit going on inside of him. Some advanced tech prop him up.
They've got a few different clones.
Yeah, they got a couple Biden clones walking around. They keep malfunctioning, so they gotta keep
found out he died last year or something. Man, and they had Biden doubles.
I wouldn't put it past them, honestly. At this point, anything, hardly anything would surprise me. I think.
I don't know. It's a weird time.
I don't think I would be surprised if Nancy Pelosi pulled off her mask and revealed that she was a lizard person. To be like, oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what changes?
She's talking, and all of a sudden it's like something moves weird, and like, wait, that face, the human face doesn't move that way.
Yeah. Or just
she's talking, and like her mouth is over here now. It's like she's like, and it's like over here, and she's like, oh shit.
She just puts it back.
Sorry.
Yeah, that would be wild.
Oh, I have to go for my plastic surgery appointment after.
Yeah. But I think this whole homemade gun thing and this whole idea of gun control is like, why? I just don't get it. I just don't get why people think it's a good idea. Because it's like, you're never going to stop somebody from getting a gun.
I think everything that you see now is just, it's been done before, but just in different like sort of levels of stuff. Like I think I think the woke movement was probably this isn't the first time it's just the first time it's been called this, but it's like everything. Like they'll push to get rid of, or put gun bans out, and then they'll push to, like the Roe v. Wade shit. They'll push for that, and then it'll change. Like it does. I don't think any of it like it sticks. I think it's just like the next government to come in will just go, okay, we're gonna try this again. It's like, I don't know. It just seems like it's like shuffling chairs on the Titanic.
The Titanic.
Yeah, the Titanic.
The great Titanic disaster.
Yeah, I'm tired, by the way. I haven't fucking slept a lot in 3 days, so if I sound retarded, shoot, asshole. If I sound retarded, it's because I'm tired.
It's not out of the ordinary.
I'm going to talk about that jerk. Shoot, calling us retards. You don't call people retards. You don't call people retards. That's not what you say. You don't. Something can be retarded. Someone can be acting retarded. But I'm not a retard. That's horrible.
I don't know, man.
Hope he dies slowly of cancer.
All your school teachers would disagree.
Well, they're retarded.
Yeah, they might be.
What's next?
Did you see this?
Public service announcement. What? In case what?
New York City put out a PSA about a nuclear attack. Why?
New York is fucked. It's been fucked since Cuomo, and now especially after.
Yeah, and the mayor went on and said that it wasn't alarmist.
Is it still that chick?
I don't think so.
They took over for Cuomo? I don't even know. Oh, no, that's the governor.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, who's the mayor?
It says on here.
I mean,
Eric Adams is the mayor of New York right now. He said, he proved what he says, preparedness and taking necessary steps. No, I don't think it was alarmist.
Okay.
I think it's extremely alarmist.
Reminds me of there's a South Park. I think it was a South Park episode where they if there's a volcano eruption, duck and cover. And it shows as the lava's going over, they just burns them alive. They become skeletons. It's the same sort of thing.
These instructions too were not particularly great. I think it says something like get inside. It's like get inside, stay away from the windows, and then close the windows.
Oh yeah, and
it's kind of somewhat contradictory.
Well, you should close the windows, yeah. Because a pane of glass is really going to save you.
I don't know that there's much you can do. if a nuke falls on New York City, but also why are they saying this? What the fuck?
I don't know. Scare tactics.
So they're trying to scare Americans? Mm-hmm. That's not even there's no end goal to that. It's not even they got weapons of mass destruction in Iran, so we got to invade, right? This is just be prepared for a nuclear attack. What are you trying to make people?
Maybe they're trying to still kick the Russian thing down the road.
Possibly. I mean, that is escalating still.
Yeah,
stuff's going on. You got issues with food shortages. This is what I meant in the title here. The entire fucking thing is falling apart. It's all crumbling to bits around us. It's in the next couple months, I think the food stuff is going to catch up to us. Here we're going to be fine. We're going to have food. It's just going to be more expensive. But I think the estimates are 300 million people or something are going to be dealing with starvation around the world, and it's all going to be in the poor areas of the world, and then it's just what the fuck?
I don't know. I don't worry about stuff like that because I just deal with it as it comes. It's like the weather. Unless you're going outside and you have plans to do something outside or whatever, I don't look at the weather. What's the point? I can't control it. I can't change it. And what am I going to do?
Yeah.
So I know to pack an umbrella or something? Fuck, who cares? It just depressed me, If I go to look at the weather and I'm not sort of reliant upon the weather, but, it's just obviously part of my day. and it's a shitty day, I'm like, it's gonna rain all day. What do I need to know that for? Especially in the winter when it's like snow. What do I need to know that shit for? Just deal with it as it comes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like same
Yeah.
with that kind of shit. Like, it's like, what do you do? You're gonna be able to control a fucking nuclear bomb?
You can't do anything about
Yeah,
a nuclear
exactly.
attack.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy a metal box to get into.
Yeah, and it's probably not going to help.
No, it will. It will. It's made for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's made by Acme.
By Acme.
Acme, you know, the company that makes all the anvils and shit and the old cartoons and stuff.
Oh, you know that you watch that many cartoons.
Oh, fuck yeah!
The cartoons that made you the box.
Yeah.
They just go flying, ride the
I'm gonna
shockwave.
make a fallout shelter.
Yeah.
Let's drain the pool and make it a fallout shelter.
Mike said we should have put a bunker underneath it.
That would have been all right.
Would've
This
been a
fucking
good
flies
idea,
drive me
probably.
nuts.
I don't think we're gonna have issues with nukes where we are.
You think?
We might have like fallout if
They'll
nuclear
fucking-
goes down, but
They're gonna get us. They're gonna attack Canada
why?
because nobody expects it.
I don't know, but they're not taking anything away from the world, really. You know what I mean? Like we're not like a what's the right word? We're not like a terrifying military force to be reckoned with. We're just sparsely populated, large mass of land. If anything, you'd want to take over Canada and take
Maybe that's
advantage. You know,
You kill everybody in one spot and then just come take it over after a couple of years.
it
But
takes
all the
longer than
nuclear-
a couple years, I think, before you can go to a nuclear bomb site.
I don't know. What, a couple of years? I think a couple of years would be all right.
I think
Be
it's-
enough time
I
for
think
it
it's
to kind
several
of settle.
decades. Before
Well,
it's-
before anything would like sort of grow and shit in the ground that you'd want to eat.
no, before you're like not gonna get sick.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I guess.
Depends on how long the thing.
Look at
is.
Hiroshima.
I guess it depends on the kind of bombs, because apparently they can have bombs that have the nuclear explosion capability without radiation, which is a bit of a game changer, I would say, and makes it a little bit more likely that we might see massive bombs dropping in the somewhat near future.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm gonna move over to like Manitoba.
Manitoba.
Nobody's attacking Manitoba.
No one. Yeah, no one.
Nobody's attacking anything like Manitoba and west up to like. Yeah, I guess maybe up to like Alberta, and then even the states. Nobody's attacking those states. They're nothing states. All the states that are in
Yeah.
the south of it. There's no reason.
Just
There's
the
no
middle.
point.
Because all the populations are on the coast.
Yeah,
and
just
everything.
attack the coast.
In Canada, it's all like right here.
Yeah, basically.
Basically, like Southern Ontario is like what 60% of the
Something
population.
like that, right?
Something ridiculous.
Nice. What else do we talk about?
That was everything.
That's it, eh? We just blasted through that, man.
Well, you did.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to talk about it.
I don't know.
I don't really have an opinion on it. Maybe I'm too tired
I don't know.
to make up fluff about it. You want to talk about your experience the other night?
I have been trying to do DMT.
No, but your experience
know.
the other night.
I don't know what to say about that, because I guess one thing that's been coming up is when I do large doses of mushrooms now. It's only the big ones, but at the start of it coming on, or at the start of it being extremely intense, I'll close my eyes and I'll see like what I can only describe as like some weird interdimensional slug-like thing.
Oh, that's Herb.
Who?
Herb.
Herb?
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't tell me his name.
Oh, no? Oh.
It didn't talk to
He
me.
does that sometimes.
But it's there, and it's like floating there, and I've seen that thing like 3 different times now. But it's only on the most intense trip, so that's weird. I
like that. Like you're like, so that's weird.
yeah, well, you
Yeah,
know,
it's pretty weird.
what do you
Yeah.
make of that? You know, it's easy to write stuff off, but then when it's like the same thing, what is that? I don't
That's
know.
your crazy brain coming up with some weird fucking shit.
I don't know what that is.
Or Herb.
Herb.
This could be Herb.
It could be Herb. I've had weird experiences, like at a weird, like where I'd like like my perspective is here, but like, and then it like slipped back, like away, like out. It was weird. I don't know how to describe the psychedelic experience very well. I've been trying to work my way up on DMT. I've been slowly increasing the doses, getting used to the feeling. Still can't fucking break through though. Still can't get that breakthrough.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that shit.
I made a cloud disappear with my mind though yesterday.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was weird. And I saw a UFO.
I had a cloud disappear and I saw a UFO.
Yeah, have you ever watched a cloud dissipate in front of you? It's weird. I don't know.
The fart cloud, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I've never watched the cloud dissipate in front of me. No.
It was weird because it wasn't a huge dose of DMT, right? Not anywhere near the breakthrough dose, but it was very psychedelic. And I laid back. I was on the couch on the deck there, and I like laid back. I was looking at the cloud, and it was like starting to get all fucking dancey and psychedelic-y. But then what was weird is when the trip went away, the cloud never quite went back to its original thing, but then it started to like as the DMT faded away, and my regular vision came back, the cloud had looked like it had been like disturbed and distorted, which is weird. It brings into questions about like intent or I don't know how fast clouds typically act that way or if that's even normal. So I can't say. I
can't speak to the intent of clouds.
Yeah. It almost looked like my intent of looking at the cloud swirling around disturbed it and dissipated it, which is I don't know what it seemed like.
So the cloud was trying to chill basically on its couch.
I killed it
while you were trying to chill on your couch.
Yeah.
And you just creeped it out.
I killed it apparently.
Yeah, you creeped it out.
I was like, I am
by staring at it.
Out of here.
It's like, fuck you. What are you staring at me for, man?
Yeah.
I'm not even wearing anything.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't go prepared for this.
Yeah, I didn't know it was fucking some creep who was going to lie on the couch
and
stare at me.
And just look at me. He was dancing for
with
me, though.
With his DMT eyes.
Yeah, like, you motherfucker.
I wonder what fire would be like on that.
On DMT? Probably very intense.
The fuck?
Maybe not a small dose.
Fucking big fly, man. Fuck off.
Fire, I think, is better for like a mushroom type thing. Because DMT is too quick at onset. It's too intense and too fast. So maybe if you were used to it.
Yeah.
But I still find it concerning, like the feeling. It's like it hits too quickly. Even though it's not as intense as like a really high this is like stare at my ex-wife on DMT, please. I'll see if I can make that work. But like it's too intense, right, to look at a fire unless you're.
My nipple's huge.
Yeah, it'd freak out, or it might freak you out. But like something like mushrooms, where it's a little bit more of a relaxed kind of chill, or LSD or something.
Yeah, mushrooms were pretty chill. That was the only time I ever did them. But,
yeah, see, that might be more enjoyable to look at a fire on. I mean, it probably would be actually a very pleasant experience to look at a fire on a very small dose of mushrooms.
I think you could probably just stare at it for like an hour watching it do different
3 hours.
Fucking weird shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's constantly changing, right?
Yeah, add the visual distortions on top of that.
Yeah.
Who knows what you would see? You'd probably see all sorts of crazy stuff in there.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't... we should have done that night.
Had a fire that night?
Yeah.
Oh,
for some reason I thought it might have been frozen because I couldn't get YouTube up.
Oh.
Nah. Anyways. Yeah.
What are psychedelics? What is going on with reality?
What are psychedelics?
What is it? What's happening? I don't know. There's too much weird stuff, From telepathy to
that's Gizzo, by the way.
Being, yeah, I know.
Oh, welcome back, Gizzo.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
To the show where we got nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
So we're talking about DMT again.
Listen, it's my fault. I'm gonna blame me this time because I'm so fucking tired.
I understand.
That honestly, it was like
and you've some family issues.
Oh yeah. I found out today my other
might be a little bit of a mental fog on there.
Yeah, it was weird. So I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast when my
I think you might have mentioned it the first time.
my half brother, my dad's side died 2 months ago or so. Well, my other half brother on that same side died yesterday. So yeah, I'm the last male of my family.
And you're barely even, you know.
Yeah, like of my direct family.
Like,
Anyway.
yeah.
I'm a hybrid. It's funny. I am actually a hybrid because I'm a twin.
No,
I'm a
you're
twin sister.
no. Between the two of you,
I'm like a chimera.
Between the two of you, you're one person.
There you go.
And so like you're like the same person, but like you're like the masculine and she's like the feminine version. Yeah, Gizmo says he took 7 grams of shrooms one time and lost all muscle function. Now that, what do you mean you lost all muscle function?
He just means he went into like.
Yeah, I understand that, but I've never had that experience, or where I would say I've lost I've done more than 7 grams. I've did 7 grams my second time. I've never like lost muscle function. I've had the experience of shooting out of my body.
He's probably just speaking funny about it, meaning that he was just like.
Sometimes it's wonky. Like okay, whenever okay, so this is something that happened the other night. Is it was very, very intense. I did about I could only move my eyeballs. See, that's interesting. That doesn't jive with my experiences at all. But I was laying there. I was laying there on my couch, and the trip was officially full blast. This was maybe an hour in, and literally the room, like this is how crazy things were. The entire room was bouncing around itself, right? Try to imagine that, because that's the best way I can describe it. The room was bouncing around itself. I don't know what was happening. I was having weird dissociations about like where I was in the room or where my body was and what my body felt like, that my size and my shape. But I really had to pee. Like one of those, I really had to be like, I don't even know what my shape is at this moment, and I have to somehow get up and pee. And
did you pee yourself?
No, I did slightly. I considered maybe doing that, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna do this, and I got up. But if you ever fucking try to walk on a really high dose of psychedelics, it is absolutely insane. It's like, have you ever seen like a cartoon where like they're on psychedelics and like they're walking along and it's all like,
yeah,
it's just like that, where like your legs feel like noodles and you don't fucking know what's going on. Like, I'm surprised that I made it.
He says his boys picked him up and it was like moving a dead body from the freezer.
Yeah.
That's that's pretty funny. That's a pretty heavy dose.
Yeah.
That's funny though, because that's almost like, because the time I did it was what, 3 grams, right?
Yeah, 35 milligrams of 4-ACO DMT, which is roughly 3.5 grams of shrooms worth. But for reference, Gizzo, if you don't know what 4-ACO DMT is, when you eat psilocybin mushrooms, the psilocybin gets converted into psilocin. Psilocin is like the main thing that causes the trip. 4-ACO DMT does the same thing. It gets converted into psilocin. And it's just a small amount of powder that you take. And because of that, it essentially feels the exact same as mushrooms, only instead of lasting 6 to 8 hours, it lasts 4 to 6. And so that's what you did. You did roughly 3.5 grams worth of shrooms in that sort of concentrated thing where you're only tripping for a couple hours instead of the full normal mushroom.
I didn't lose motor function at all. But
no.
It seems almost like if you take
I've never lost motor function. The closest thing that you could say for me to losing motor function is when I've like blasted out of my body and I'm like somewhere else and like I'm not there anymore. But that doesn't feel the same as like what he went through.
Were you drinking at the same time?
Me?
No, I'm saying him. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Gizzo maybe. Because I've drank myself to not being able to move very, very well.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen very often, but
I've done that too. Well, sometimes like the world is just spinning so fast you can't do anything.
Yeah. I drank myself silly the one time, and that I remember, because I've drank myself silly a couple times where I just don't remember. But this one time where I actually remember it, I remember I was trying to walk, and just nothing was working.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like there's a video. Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious. This guy's trying to buy beer, and he's getting it out of the freezer. It went viral, this video, or not freezer, but the fridge, whatever. And he pulls it out, and he's like doing like this, and he's like falling back, but not quite falling. And then he falls into the.
Oh yeah. I've seen that.
And he's trying to walk, but he can't walk straight.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's what it was kind of like for me. I just couldn't.
Oh, see, he said lots of liquor and weed mix in there too.
Oh, that's why. Yeah.
You've done shrooms 100 times. I'm curious, what kinds of experiences have you had? Have you talked to the elves? I don't know. I've sparsely spoken to entities, but barely. But that's because I haven't been able to get in on the DMT thing, and on shrooms it's very different.
Yeah.
But I'm curious. I'm always curious about people's experiences with entities, because it's one of those things that's so, like, the same entities come up across trips. So it's like, what's going on? Are we dealing with higher reality? Are we dealing with something in the human conscious that just like looks the same to us, right? Like we're gonna because we're essentially copies of one another, we're gonna experience the same thing. I don't know what's going on, but it's weird and it's cool and it's fun to think about. 7 grams a day is a fucking shit ton. Spinning alien artifacts. That sounds like the machine elves, roughly speaking. What'd they say? They give you insight.
I just see that dickhead Derek.
Dickhead Derek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dickhead Derek shows up. And then his buddy Chad.
Yeah.
It's always a fucking Chad. Fuck Chad.
No one likes Chad.
No. If there's a Chad watching, apologize.
No, fuck you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the other way to go.
There's 2 ways that we can approach this.
I apologize for naming you Chad, but also go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's pretty psychedelic. You see that mostly the trip involves overthinking every little action till time comes to a halt. Yeah, sometimes time stops making sense. Or just there's dogs outside now. Sometimes with time, it gives credence to the idea that time is an illusion, right? Yeah. And it's just like, I don't know.
Time is a fucking illusion. Think about any time you've, if you've wanted a lot. Well, it works out this way a lot, sadly. If you want time to slow down, it seems to speed the fuck up. If you want time to speed up, like you're at work or something and you're like, oh, I just want to fucking get out of here, it goes like molasses.
But there's an art to it. You know what I mean? I don't know how to describe it, but I figured it out doing my job. Like I can make time go by pretty quickly. That's because I don't know if I can call it like a meditative state or something, but I kind of go inside a little bit.
Well, if you're doing like a repetitive job where you can just keep busy, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure you could.
But if you don't want to be there, time goes slow, and that's what it was like at first. It's like, oh, time is just dragging on. And eventually I figured out how to
Yeah, because you're not thinking about time anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm thinking about lots of stuff, which is one of the good things about my job is I process a lot of data during the day.
Yeah, luckily for me, like I've said before, when I go like on vacation or something, seemingly time goes slower, which is nice.
Yeah.
But sometimes, holy shit, especially at night when I can't sleep very well, whew, man, it's like a night can feel like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the worst.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, and you'd think I would feel rested more because at least my body was rested and shit.
Nah.
No.
Because you were just concerned about how slow the time was
going
and I'm
the
whole time.
concerned that I'm not sleeping. I'm like, fuck, I should be sleeping.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that?
If that productivity passes time fast, if your work allows it.
Yeah. And that's it, right? If you're doing something, even if it's repetitive, but you can just kind of lose yourself in doing it. Time can go by very quickly. Like some people love assembly lines.
Yeah.
Some people love that shit. They just love knowing what their job is, the next thing, and they can, they play little games maybe with themselves, and they go, I'm going to beat the
There's
time.
consistency.
There's all that shit. I would fucking shoot my brains out.
No real curveballs.
Yeah, I would shoot my brains out. I need change. I need flux. I need all kinds of shit to keep me interested. I get bored real fucking quick like that.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But yeah, time would go by so slow for me.
Yeah.
Like if you gave me music or something, maybe I would have something else to focus
There's something
on.
to grab onto. That's true too.
Yeah.
But what is reality?
I don't know. You've asked this a number of times.
I know, and I'm still trying to figure it out. I haven't sorted it out. I don't know what's going on. What are synchronicities? Oh, that's an interesting synchronicity that happened. I've been telling you for weeks that I've been planning to go see a psychic, and then all of a sudden on Saturday, Joe's like, "Oh, there's witch thing."
Oh, did she? Oh, that's what she was talking about.
Oh yeah, she didn't even mention. Yeah, it's like this I don't know, this witch expos. What it's called? It's like this thing at the Ancaster Fairgrounds where there's going to be a bunch of like psychics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like the timing of that, because she thought it was this Friday. And so it's like, the same week that I've been planning to maybe make an appointment with a psychic to see what that experience is like. Now this just kind of organically popped up at that exact time.
We've talked about this before. Then why the fuck, if you think this is a thing, why don't you start friggin' synchronicity type bullshit with like lots of money?
You can't control it. I want to. That's what I want to get into with meditations and stuff. See what you can draw, but you can't control synchronicities and stuff like that. They just kind of happen, and you're like, well, that's fucking weird.
If you're thinking about something and you're kind of focusing on it and shit, maybe that's what's bringing it on, right? And now you're putting it out there, and someone's picking it up, and
Yeah, I do think manifestation is like an art, more or less.
Yeah. Try and see if you can do it with something kind of small but weird.
Small but weird.
Yeah, and you just think about something, try and manifest a very small but weird sort of thing, and see if it happens. But it's got to be very specific. And if it happens, you're like, oh fuck.
Weird, very specific. Sigils are supposed to help with that, but I don't know. I'm afraid to fuck with magic.
Fucking magic.
Yeah, Gizzo's a psychic. He knows.
He is a psychic.
Yeah.
He became a psychic with 7 fucking grams of
that does open you up to some
shit
stuff
every day.
That's a lot.
And his brain's not mush. That's cool.
Well, we don't know that
for
sure.
I mean, he sounds. Look, he's putting you down, Gizzo.
We haven't listened.
Gizzo sounds. His comments
seem coherent.
They're coherent,
but
and
he's been working on tricking people for a while now. He's just good at fooling everybody.
Ask him something. There. Ask him anything.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you ask Gizzo? Gizzo, what is the price of Bitcoin on next Thursday? That's what I want to know.
Let's see. And then put it in there, bud. You put it in there, it'll be in there. And then if you're right, holy shit.
Yeah, I know. And he just puts a random number.
You have a new job, bud. You're a psychic.
Just stay away from voodoo. Is voodoo supposed to be? I mean, all fucking magic is sketch. Well, at least
I don't know, man. I was always afraid of shit like Ouija and all that crap.
Oh, Ouija boards? I wouldn't mess with a Ouija board.
No, it's just fucking weird shit.
Like the paranormal, ghosts and shit.
I don't
know.
I never worried about stuff like that. Go into the washroom and say Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror in the dark or something. That's a
lower
joke.
than today. That's probably a safe bet.
Solid psychic, son.
Yeah, that's probably a safe bet.
Look at him predicting shit.
Yeah. Was it up today too? It's probably.
I don't even know. I don't even watch that shit. I don't care. Right now, I'm not doing anything with anything right now, so I don't even look at the market right now.
Yeah, it's up 2% today. So
I'm not selling any of my. I'm not selling any of my cryptos. I'm not selling any investments. I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna ride out this bullshit for now and see where we're at. After we get through some of this bullshit, maybe after the fucking idiot Skeletor's out of power.
Yeah, I don't know that he's even that big of a deal. Like,
I
it's
know,
like
but
it seems like the rest of the world is getting a little wonky.
Yeah, but when he gets out of power, I think things will start
Yeah.
to change. Well, Trump's going to get another term. Let's be real.
Is it though, or is DeSantis, or are they
No,
gonna try
because-
to? Are they gonna try to block him from running? In some way?
Nah,
I mean, I think they're gonna try, but the question is, are they gonna?
You
be
mean the
successful?
Republicans are going to try and block him? Or
No, the Democrats with like
they
this
can't.
January 6th stuff and trying to be like, oh no,
Yeah, I
you're
don't
a criminal, so you can't run
He
or
hasn't
something.
He hasn't been
stupid.
charged with anything.
I know, but
Yeah.
they're trying.
Yeah, they can try all they
darndest.
want. It's
Yeah.
going to make a lot of people be more inclined to vote for him.
Yeah, it would.
Mhm.
It would.
Yep.
But-
It's so I don't know. I can't see a scenario if he runs him not winning.
It could be good.
Yeah.
For everything. Who the hell knows?
I'd love DeSantis to be president. I think he's presidential.
Yeah, he seems like he'll probably do a good job.
He's not
It
a statesman,
seems.
but he's
He's done a good job navigating Florida through what they're dealing with.
yeah.
So, or through COVID.
Yeah, I think he understands, like most people don't, but he understands the idea of actual governance of people. You don't try and boss them around. You don't tell them what to do.
Freedom.
Everyone has freedom, so you give them guidance and you help them make the right decisions. But
Don't
you know?
force anything upon anybody. It's
Yeah.
usually the best, usually a solid approach.
yeah, how am I going to force anybody to do anything? It's like, so if you work for
Yeah.
me, and I'm your boss, right? And I'm paying you and all that. I can think that I have control over you all I want. Control is an illusion. I don't have shit control over you. You can
Yeah.
tell me to go fuck myself
You
right
only
now
do,
and walk out.
You only do if I think you do,
Yeah.
right?
I only have as much control as you allow me to have on you.
Yeah, see, this is what Giz was saying. The January 6th committee only exists to prevent Trump from running, and that's what it seems like.
Yeah,
Right.
he's right. But
So
I don't think they're going to have
I
any.
think he did
any
kind
power
of
in it.
announce that he was going to run, or he did something, some interview, something.
Yeah.
mentioned.
Yeah, he's kind of loosely announced. It's early, but he's loosely
Yeah.
announced he's going to, yeah.
Yeah, well, everybody wants him to.
And how does, if he runs Republican again, how does the Republican Party not give him the nom? Like, it would just be dumb for DeSantis or anybody else to jump in there right now. They're not going to do it. Not with him.
Yeah.
Like, DeSantis would be smart to wait until 2028.
Yeah. DeSantis is still relatively young too. Politically.
Yeah, I think he's like 50
So-
or something like that.
So he's got time.
Yeah, but he's not going to beat him now, so why bother? You know,
Yeah.
it just puts you in there, and then you just lost to Trump. You know, what's the point?
Yeah.
Like, I think Trump runs relatively unopposed for the nom. Like, I think you'll get a few
Maybe.
of the fucking idiots that'll jump in there and have no shot. But I think if anybody,
It's possible that that's the case. It really depends on the reaction to him running, because like I feel like it might be like a shockingly positive kind of thing where like.
do you think
now
people are
there's-
gonna be shocked that he's running?
No, I think it's going to be shocking how excited everybody gets that he's running. Like, everyone will talk about it, and then you get the people that say, "Oh no, I don't want him to run again because I don't like him or whatever." But so you kind of get this grayness of like, how are people really going to react?
Yeah,
And then I think when it actually happens, it might just be like a tsunami of like, and then
it would also depend on if Biden was running again. If
I don't think that's going to happen.
if let's say Michelle Obama ran, there's a good chance that she wins.
Really,
Yeah, I think so.
maybe.
Just based on Obama, the name Obama, right?
Yeah, Gizzo saying Trump announced he's running today, and DeSantis is set to run against him in the primary.
Oh, that's for real?
According to him, I have not fact checked. that.
Fact check this fucker.
No, Gizzo's our fact checker, and so yeah, that's real.
That's crazy.
Apparently, so
Wow.
that'll be
Why would DeSantis run against him? What the fuck are you doing?
He's probably got a lot of people telling him to run.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea.
Rhinos might throw shadow money behind DeSantis to split the vote. See, that
Oh, true.
could
yeah.
be a strategy
See?
from the other
See?
side.
Like I'm saying,
Yeah.
this cat's got some smart
Yeah, his
perspective.
brain works. It
He's
works.
got some perspective
It's
for a guy
functioning.
who smokes 7 fucking grams of shrooms a day.
No, he's not smoking shrooms.
Whatever the fuck he's. I don't know. What were you saying you're smoking?
It's probably weed.
Oh, oh, there you go.
It's most
Weed's never
likely
killed anybody.
weed.
Weed's slowing your brain down a little. That's about it.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not making you dumb. It's just slowing it down a little. Maybe that's good. I think some people need their brain to slow down. Sometimes I need my brain to slow down.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes my brain's going too fast.
Take one of Mike's cookies and you'll slow right the fuck down.
Fuck those cookies. No.
Those are killer.
No, those cookies are fucking death.
They are deadly.
Oh my god! And you just don't know. You take one half, and you're like, oh, you're fine. You take the other half, you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's not balanced.
Yeah.
It's not
Whatever he's
always
doing with
balanced.
the butter, he's not mixing it very well.
Yeah. Smoked shrooms before. Why would you do? Does that even do anything? I don't think it does anything. I think you just destroy.
He was
it.
curious.
Yeah, I guess I guess people will smoke anything.
I'm gonna light this and see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do it.
I wasn't planning on
Not
it.
going to.
I'm not going to. No, it
Thanks,
wasn't
bud.
a risk. I might
Yeah.
eat some. I'm not gonna smoke them.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna eat them. I'm just gonna do that powder shit you gave me the one time.
Yeah, that's
That would be the
easier.
only thing I would ever do.
That's easier.
But even then,
It's shorter lived.
just weird. I just saw things too weird.
Do like a third of what you did on a fire one time. You probably enjoy that. Because then you're not gonna get really trippy. You're gonna get like the visual thing where you see better, and then you're gonna be looking into the fire, and it's probably gonna seem nice. But
Oh, he did it for science. Yeah.
as long as it was for science.
buddy, you did it, so we don't have to do it.
That's right.
Oh man, you took one for the team.
That's good.
This is before the internet.
The internet might have got you out of that one.
Yeah, could have saved you.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, we should probably
Wrap it up.
wrap this up here today.
well, welcome back. It's always nice to have you on the show.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks
For
for.
giving us some stuff to talk about.
He knew that I was dying today.
Yeah.
He was like, "This guy's too fucking tired to hold on a conversation. I'm gonna get in there." Tag. He tagged. in.
Tap in.
Yeah. He's
Tap
like
me in.
he's like our
Through.
he's like our third podcaster, but you just don't see him.
Yeah, you just don't see him.
You just don't. We could be making him up.
It's true. He's not. It's just me.
It's
Just
me,
fucking-
right? Yeah. He's not a real person.
He's not even real. All right. Take it easy.
Thanks.
I don't know how
Like
much
and
of this
subscribe
you're
or
gonna
do
hear.
whatever. Yeah. Do all the regular stuff. See you,
All the
Gizzo.
normal stuff. Glad I caught you guys live. It's nice to have you. Take it easy.